Hello, this is another application video, but this time for the show Who Wants to Be a Gilionair, made by Squillistipated. So I'm going to just answer the questions real quickly because I don't want to waste any time. My name, or rather what I want to be called. You can call me by Will, or my YouTube channel name, Game Inspector 4700. I don't care. I will leave that up to you. You're my age. I am 15, going on 16 in April. My favorite game or series of all time. Hello, I'm Mr. Squirtle, and I'm here to tell you that his favorite game series of all time is Pokemon. His favorite game in Pokemon is Pokemon Sapphire, even though it should be red and blue. But anyways, his favorite series is Pokemon, and his favorite game in Pokemon is Sapphire. Alright, Mr. Squirtle, that's enough of you. You've had enough screen time. Yeah, I just threw my Squirtle. He was hogging all the screen time! Excuse me. When he's hogging all the screen time, you gotta do something about it. Your least favorite game or series. Funny thing, actually. Sorry. Funny thing, I love the game, Dance Dance Revolution. It's fun. I like the pad that you use. It's really fun. But I just hate the game Just Dance for Wii U. I don't know why, I just hate it. It's probably the Wii remote controls instead of the pad and the new songs. I just hate it with passion. I even hit it, so I'd never have to play it again. What was the first video game console I ever owned? Well, my first handheld console was a Game Boy Advance. My older brother came home one day with, buying a red GBA. He was like, "Oh, Will, I got this red Game Boy Advance." I was like, "Oh, cool, can I play it?" He's like, "No." So whenever he wasn't around, I just picked it up and played Donkey Kong Country, since that's the only game he owned. That's a fun game, by the way. So, I really wanted one, so I eventually got one on Christmas, a blue one. I still have it somewhere, don't know where, but it's somewhere. First home console was a PS2. I don't remember the story of how I got that, so just PS2. First home console, GBA, first console, period. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your knowledge of video games and why? I would rate myself at around 6 and 7-ish, because 1, I play a lot of Nintendo games. I play a lot of Nintendo games mainly, but I do play other games like Skyrim or stuff like that. And also I watch a lot of YouTube videos, mainly the J-Wits, Game Theorist, and of course Who Wants to Be a Gilionair. For J-Wits, he covers the obscure Nintendo titles, so whenever I see those, I'm like, "Oh, what's that?" So I look it up, and I'm like, "Oh, that's a cool game." And Game Theorist, he just goes over every type of game, period, so I watch a lot of his videos. And I'm like, "Oh, that's a cool game, I should look it up." So I usually look it up on Wikipedia and find out a bit about it. And also by Gilionair, because whenever I watch a show and see a question that I don't know, I'm like, "Oh, what's that?" So I look up a bit about it, I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." So yeah, mainly by watching YouTube, but I do play a bunch of games, period. Tell me a short story about a fun experience you've had with any game. Before I do that, though, 2 words, actually. Beef stroganoff. I need to say that to make sure that I read this application. Short story. Here's one. Me and my older brother I talked already about how much I love Sapphire, but my older brother, he has Emerald. And so we had never done the Reggie Trio side quest, period. So we just got the guide together, we deciphered all the braille together. It took an hour or something, we translated the entire story, it was really fun. And catching the Reggies was difficult, but that was the first time either of us had ever done the Reggie side quest. And so that was a lot of fun, just deciphering all the braille together. So yes, that is this application. I hope it gets looked at. Thank you in advance, Squillistipated, and goodbye.